Okay, here we are, 2010 Ford F150 with a 4.6. And I need to replace the starter. So, step one, disconnect the negative side of the battery. I can't stress that enough. If you don't do that and you touch this terminal right here and then any other part of the frame of the truck, you're going to weld your screwdriver or you're going to get zapped. So disconnect the negative side of the battery. Get it as far away from the battery as you can. Put a couple rags down there, whatever. Then you're going to remove these three fasteners. This fastener, 13 mil, that comes from the battery cable. This 13 mil, which goes into the starter. And then this 10 mil on the S terminal, which is the control circuit. So when you get 12 volts on this terminal, it closes a switch which connects the current from the battery right to the starter. So remove those three. That's easy enough. Pretty easy to get to. 13 mil and a 10 mil. Alright, once you've got the wires disconnected from the solenoid, you get 3 bolts and this starter comes right out. Here's bolt number 1. Here's bolt number 2. Easy to get to, piece of cake. I don't think these are original bolts. I think somebody had a problem and they just put a through bolt in here. I think this thing threads into the bell housing, and somebody maybe stripped it and put a through bolt in there. Nevertheless, 3 bolts, 1, 2, and then there's one more. You can't see it. I can't show it to you. I can't see it. It's up in the top. If you have your new starter in your hand, you'll see it's buried up there. You can't get to it. You can't reach it. You can't get your hands in there. You can't get a wrench in there. It's nearly impossible. But it's actually not that impossible, and it's not too bad actually. Let me show you what I do. Okay, there's that third bolt. We finally have eyes on it. And I'm looking at it from the top side now. I'm in the passenger side front wheel well. I've got the wheel off. I'm looking over top of the frame and underneath the exhaust manifold. And let me pan out just to show you exactly where this thing is. So that's how I'm looking at it. I got the truck here in the garage. I've got the wheel off. I've got it up in the air. And I'm looking in the wheel well, over the frame, under the exhaust manifold, and there's the bolt. Now let's figure out a way to get to it and get it out. Alright, here's the wrench that I'm using. This is a 3/8 drive with a 13 millimeter socket on a ratchet that's got a pivoting head on it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach over the top of the exhaust manifold. There's some room back there. I'm going to lock onto it and then see if I can't loosen it. Alright, this is nearly impossible to get a good camera angle while I'm doing work in here because there's just no space. But there, I think you can see the ratchet with the socket. It's on the bolt. It's coming up from behind the manifold. Now I can get little baby swings out of this thing, but I'm going to try to loosen that thing from this position. Let me see if I can get the camera set up on a tripod for this, but I don't know. This is hard. This is probably why there's not too many videos of this. It's just very difficult to see what you're doing. Alright, here I am. I've got the ratchet. I can just get a click. Slow and steady. Don't think it's loose enough now to do with my hands yet, but it did get a bite and it is loosening. But it is a pain in the butt. Okay, I'm getting 2 clicks per swing, which isn't much, but at least I can see it. If you do it from under the truck, you really can't see it. You're going by feel, and you know that can work as well. Alright, there it is. We got it out of the truck. There's the bolt. It's in good shape. It did fight me the whole way out. I was not able to get in there with my fingers and remove most of it. I had to go the whole entire bolt, click by click, 1 and 2 clicks per swing because of the tight quarters. But this is what I used. This wrench, 1/4 inch drive with a hinge, 6-point shallow socket, 1/4 inch drive, 13 millimeters. So that's the setup I used from the wheel well over top of the manifold. Got it on there and was able to get it out. So I know this is a pain in the butt job. I feel for you guys, but if this is helpful, great. If you learned something, made it easier, fantastic. You know, consider subscribing to the channel. And until next time, thanks for watching.